So you're gonna get the tea on those because once again, we're gonna sit down and have our little tea sesh. I forgot to get a drink again. I did. I do have my Smart Water Alkaline. You guys know the drill. I have that, but that's it. So I'm like, oh my gosh, oopsies. I forgot the drink, I forgot the bev. But hopefully you have a better bev. So if you have any good bevs that you're drinking during this tea session, let me know in the comments below. Tell me what you're drinking. Okay, I want to know. I'm nosy. Okay, tell me, what's the order? Anywho, so I thought, should we dive into a story, or should I give you some I'm gonna give you some snack teas, okay? I want to put you guys on to some snacks because in my last video, you guys know that I am mainly gluten-free and I'm 100% dairy-free. So I found these amazing bars. I wish they'd sponsor me. They're by True Bar. Now, I never tried this specific one that I got today because they were out of the one that I love, which is called it's something donut. I'm not sure. I'll put a picture over here or something so you guys can see it. But this one is called Smother Fudger. Oh, that is vulgar. Smother Fudger Peanut Butter. I'm not making that up. So it is no gluten, no dairy, no soy, no seed oils, no sugar alcohols, all delicious. 190 calories, 12 grams of protein, and 13 grams of fiber. They are chewy bars, they're very chewy. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, they are good. I had low hope for these, but when I tried the donut one, it was so good that I had to try these. It says it's simply made with peanuts, cacao powder. Is it cocoa powder or cacao? I'm not sure. Or is it tomato kind of vibe? I don't know. Pea protein and cassava. I'm sure there's more ingredients, but I don't want to crinkle it too much. But here is what it looks like. Can we see? Oh my gosh, I also didn't show you guys my nails. That just reminded me. My nails are so. How fun are these nails? How fun are these? These were my vacation nails. And they are so fun. And I just love them so much. I found an inspiration picture and then me and my nail lady kind of just worked off of that. But they're so fun. So let me know if you like these also. Do you like my nails? Another snack that I wanted to share too was so loud, this Skinny Pop popcorn. Now I know you guys have probably already had Skinny Pop popcorn. I would hope you have, because if you don't, are you living under a rock or you just don't like the popcorn? I don't know, but this one is dairy-free white cheddar popcorn and it is so good. If you cannot have dairy, this is 10 out of 10. I love it. So good. All the ingredients is popcorn, sunflower oil, rice flour, salt, yeast extract, natural flavor. What is that? What is the natural flavor? Let me know. Probably poison. Allegedly. I'm kidding. Skinny Pop, don't sue me. Lactic acid, and that's it. It says deliciously popped, perfectly seasoned. Okay, period. It's actually really good. Not gonna lie, it's so good. So I wanted to put you guys on to some of those little fun snacks, and I feel like during our tea sessions I can throw in more if I get some more little goodies. So you guys, if you also have a dairy allergy or gluten allergy, or you're vegan or whatever, I can put you guys on some good things. But now let's get into the stories because I've been fiending to tell you about these stories. I'm not kidding. I have been holding on to this story for a while. Let's get into it. Let's get into the story. Okay. So an order for guacamole and chips. That's all I wanted, and that's normally all I get from the Mexican restaurant that I normally order at, because they just have the best guacamole and chips. Also, you can't beat a guacamole and chip from a Mexican restaurant. And 3, it's like you get a good amount of guac. Like, I eat that whole thing. Oh yes, you best believe I eat the whole tub, and that's like satisfying enough and filling enough for my dinner if I have a late lunch, if that makes sense. So that's what I was craving. I was craving chips and guac. Like, it was like my mouth was savoring chips and guac. I don't even know if that's the right context of the word, but I was like ready for chips and guac. Okay, so I placed this order at this restaurant, and I think that I may have confused the person on the phone. So when I had ordered it, I said, can I please place an order for the fresh guacamole and chips? And they were like, okay, small chips or large chips? And I was like, small chips, right? And they're like, okay, $20 something. I wonder if did I write down how much they actually were going to try to charge me? No, I didn't. I don't remember how much exactly, but it was literally like $20 something. Like, it was either $20 to $25. It was between that range, which is a lot of money for chips and guac. Like, that's a meal. That's the price of a meal. So I'm like, at the normal Mexican restaurant that I get chips and guac at, it's like, I think at the maximum it's like $15. I think at the max. So I'm like, 20, we'll say like 21, okay? $21. $21, right? For chips and guac, it seems astronomical. So when I go into the restaurant and the host comes out, and it was the guy that I had talked to on the phone, so I asked him, as he told me the total, like 20 something, whatever. And so I asked him, I was like, hey, just so I know, I was like, are the chips not included with the guacamole? I was literally trying to get an understanding, like, are the chips not included? And he was like, well, extra chips are included. And I was like, oh, no, I get that. I was like, but maybe, I don't know, I'm just trying to make sure. I just wanted the regular chips with the guacamole. I didn't want anything extra. And when I had kind of peeked into the bag, there was the guacamole, and it looked like there was like extra chips, which I don't need, you know? And so as I'm trying to get an understanding of this, and when I tell you, like, I wasn't being mean about it, I was gonna pay the $21. I'm not kidding. Like, I was just gonna take it and whatever, and be like, I'll never go to this Mexican restaurant again. But then I'm still asking him, right? I'm like, okay, so I think there was like a miscommunication, and I also think there was a language barrier between me and him. And unfortunately, my Spanish, I practice Spanish every single day. Fun fact about me, I do my Duolingo every day and I learn Spanish, but my Spanish isn't good enough to communicate the questions in, like, I can't communicate the questions in Spanish yet, or like ask and understand in Spanish and have that conversation yet, and which stinks, right? So as I'm trying to understand, I was like, okay, so if I was trying to like paint the picture, right? So I was like, okay, if I come in to eat and have guacamole, does chips come with the guacamole? And he was like, yes, if you eat in the restaurant, chips come with. And I said, okay, makes sense. Okay, so what about when you order it to go? If I order the guacamole to go, do chips not come with the meal? And as me and the host are kind of starting to grasp, like, you know, I'm like breaking through the barriers of the language barriers, and I'm about to get through. This lady pops in, she's like my age, and she was like, what's the problem? I was like, oh my gosh, why is she coming in so hostile? Like, there was no problem, right? I was just trying to grasp it, and I don't know if she was butting in. I'll give her the benefit of the doubt. Maybe she was butting in because she knew that there could potentially be a language barrier, so she was trying to see. I'm not really sure, right? So she butts in, she's like, what's the problem? And I was like, oh, I'm just trying to understand if guacamole and you need to pay for them. And when I tell you, her attitude was so mean and hostile, and like her facial expressions were just very not nice, that I was so turned off. I wasn't even hungry anymore, and I didn't even want the guacamole anymore. Like, I was just like that. Me and the host totally fine. Like, I literally was just, I felt like the more that I was explaining it, the more he was like understanding, because I think at first he thought I was asking about the extra chips, and I was just trying to understand the whole concept. And me and him, we literally were just about to hit a breakthrough, and then she had jumped in or whatever, and it would have been fine if she had explained it a little bit better. But then I also just couldn't grasp, like, if it comes when you're sitting in person with guacamole, why wouldn't it come when you get it to go? Like, that concept never made sense to me. And she was just trying to say like, oh well, it's always been this way, and I just couldn't fathom that. Like, that logic just didn't make sense to me. I ended up not taking the guacamole. I ended up leaving it because I was so turned off by the way that she was treating a customer who was genuinely like just trying to ask. Like, it's one thing if I was coming in like, why are you charging me for these chips? But I wasn't. Like, I really was just like, wait, I just want to know, do they come or do they not? Did I accidentally somehow miscommunicate and order extra chips, or did I not? Like, literally, that was all. I ended up leaving it. And so yeah, has anyone heard of this before? Because, okay, for instance, too, I eat at a lot of like sushi restaurants and stuff. Not a lot, but I have ordered at a good amount of restaurants, like Japanese restaurants, for example. And when I order sushi in the restaurant, it comes with miso soup. That's normally like, at least the restaurants I've gone to, you get like miso soup, or you get a salad, and then you get the sushi. And when I order it to go, I also get the sushi, and I still get the miso soup or the salad or whatever. So whatever normally comes in-house also comes to go in my case. But please let me know if you've ever ordered guacamole and had to pay chips separately. And I'm talking not, and I didn't order a side of guacamole because that makes sense, that chips wouldn't come with it, right? That would make sense. I ordered like the big tub, the fresh guac appetizer. That's what I was ordering, the appetizer. So I couldn't fathom that an appetizer of guacamole wouldn't come with chips. What would you eat it with? Like, what? Like, realistically, what would you eat that with as an appetizer? A spoon? I was supposed to just spoon feed that to myself. Like, I don't know. Am I being crazy? Also, let me know in the comments below. Like, I'm fine with criticism. If I was asking too many questions, just tell me to in the comments. But I was like, no chips come with the guac. That is crazy. And like, if you think about it, right, guac is normally, fresh guac will say it's like $12 to $15. How much were the chips? $8 for chips. That's crazy. I couldn't pay that. I could not pay that. So that's one of my stories. How crazy is that? Oh my gosh. And then we have a lot of food related stories today. We literally have a lot of food related stories. Hopefully no one minds. Hopefully I'm not making you hungry. If I am, please have a snack. Also, let me know what you're getting, because I'm curious and nosy. Okay, so when I went to Florida on the flight, I was sitting on the window side, and then I had a lady sitting in the middle, and then another younger guy, right? And then behind me, obviously I had some other people, I'm not sure. And when I tell you, I was trying to sleep. I like had my eyes closed. I have my like little neck pillow, and I'm trying to sleep. And all of a sudden, I smell this smell. When I tell you, my head like all the way over, and I was like pressed up against the window because honest, I'm not kidding, it was really making me feel sick. And hey, I'm not an anti-McDonald's person. I don't eat McDonald's, but I'm not anti, like, people can eat it doesn't bother me, but something about it on the plane. So I literally had my head parched up against the window or whatever, and mind you, she was eating like one of those McDonald's hamburgers with the orange sauce. I'm not sure what it is. Like I said, I don't eat McDonald's, but it was kind of like a thin burger. Like, it was like this thick, and it had cheese and meat, and it had a lot of this orange sauce, like orangey white sauce. I'm not really sure. Maybe Big Mac sauce. I don't know. But it stunk, and she ate like half of it, and I think she noticed that it smelled. And so then she stopped. And then I went to close my eyes again, and I was like trying to go back to sleep. Or try to fall asleep, I should say. And all of a sudden, boom, smack in the face with the smell. Again, it was the McDonald's, and she ate it again. And then behind me, I had Mr. Sour Cream and Cheddar or whatever, cheddar and whatever those chips were, and that smelled bad too. And I was just like, oh my gosh, get me off this plate, get me off this plate. I have too many smells, and I was just not feeling good. I was like, oh my gosh, they gotta stop these smells. Airplane courtesy. Oh my gosh. No, seriously though. It was like punching me in the face. Like, punch, smell. McDonald's smell, punch. Sour cream and cheddar, punch. I don't know if that's actually this cheddar and sour. Does that sound right? Those chips are so good. I think my friend was telling me that when you're up high in the air, the smells get amplified. I don't know if that's true or not, but that would make sense why it's so, because I can handle that normally, but for some reason, I don't know if it's because it was right next to me and right behind me. When I tell you, it felt like it was like so prevalent. It was so prevalent, the smell. I just couldn't take it. I was like, oh my gosh, it was a lot. It was a lot for sure. I should tell you guys a good story. Because you're probably like, geez, you're kind of a grump. Don't think I'm a grump. Are you guys gonna think I'm a grump because of these stories? Oh, I'm just kissing my mic per usual. I'm always kissing my mic. I'm not a grump, and I'm not, but I guess in those moments, maybe, or were they valid? I'm not sure, but I'm gonna tell you guys a really sweet story on vacation. So one of the nights I was having dinner, and I had ordered a chicken dish and Pellegrino, and so me and the guy, like, we were vibing. He was so nice, and nothing creepy, nothing flirty, like none of that, like just like genuinely like a good person, good vibes, like just great. And when I had gotten my bill later, I had noticed there was like no Pellegrino on it, and low-key a discount, like a light discount. And so I'm thinking, maybe I just got like a special because it's my first time at this restaurant. Like, that's what I thought, right? I'm not thinking anything of it. I'm like, that is just so nice. Like, this restaurant's great. I got like a first time special, like a first time or coupon or something. Literally, that's what I thought. I'm not kidding. And then I also had thought that maybe the server had forgotten to put on the Pellegrino, but hey, I'm not telling. Hey, don't say you wouldn't do. You would tell. Would you tell your server? I was okay, period. I'm not complaining for a free Pellegrino, that's for sure. Especially at the restaurant, they rack those things up. They make it like $6 or something, and it's really $3, you know what I mean, type vibe. So I'm like, I'm not telling. So I ended up giving an extra tip, right? Because I basically tipped what, the other things were worth, essentially. So I was like, okay, I'll just like give a good tip, and then, because you're a great server, and also like, if you did those things purposely, like, here's your tip, right vibe. So whatever, boom. So ends up I go back another day, and it just so happened I get the same server, and I'm sitting in the same spot. So literally same spot, same server. So I was like, oh my gosh, okay, this is great. I was like, oh my gosh, hey. He's like, oh my gosh, hey. So we're talking, whatever, and once again, like, so nice. Like, we're just vibing. Like, we're talking about random things, whatever, like, we're geeking. It's great. Literally, like I said, good vibes. Like, so 10 out of 10 service. Sweetest person ever. He ends up giving me the meal for free. He paid for my meal. He was like, it's fine, enjoy your vacation. And when I tell you, I was so thankful and appreciative, but then I cried after. I'm not kidding. When I had left, I cried of happiness and joy, and like, I just felt like it made me be like, wow, the world is just, there are so many nice people out in the world, and sometimes, you know, there are moments where like, wow, there's so many people that are miserable or mean or just really not nice. And then when you are constantly a positive, happy person, and you're genuinely that person, you will find in the world such good people, and he was one of them. Such good energy, like literally an amazing server, so sweet, so kind, and literally shout out to him. Like, I'm not kidding, I cried and sobbed. I was like sobbing. I was like, this is the sweetest guy ever. Like, is he my soulmate? He's not, but I was just like, oh my gosh. But yeah, I was so blessed and thankful that he did that, because it was such a simple gesture, but meant the world to me, and it was just, it was the best. So thank you to him, and shout out, like, literally the sweetest, kindest person in the whole entire world. So thank you so much to him. Also, I thought, because while I was unpacking, I'm like, maybe I can also show a little bit of some of the things that I pack in my carry-on. I thought that may be a little bit fun, just because I'm always curious, like, what people pack. So it's like, we can also kind of do a unpackaging of my little clear bag. The first thing we have is my Touchland hand sanitizer. This is the best scent for summer. It's called Beach Cocoa. Oh my gosh, when I tell you, this is the scent. This is the scent for the beach. Beach vibes, summer vibes. This scent, it lasts on your hands, the scent, for a while. So if you don't like scents, you're not gonna like something like this. But if you do, this is the thing for you. It smells heavenly. It's so good. So this is one of the items. Then, to remove makeup, I have the Bioderma. I believe, yeah, it's micellar water. So this is the Bioderma micellar water. Love this. I bring it with some cotton pads, some cotton rounds or whatever, and it's perfect. It takes all your makeup off. It is great. So I love this. I normally use the Garnier. Is it Garnier? It's one of, I'll put a picture of the one I normally use, but this one I found in like travel at Target or something, so I just picked that one up, and it's great. You only need a little bit, goes a long way. This is one of my favorite body butters, body lotions, and I got it in the travel size. It is by Josie Marin. Honestly, overpriced, but it does the charm. Like, it's worth the money. You need a little bit goes a long way, and I always mix this in with my other lotions, and it's just so good. Like, it gives your body such a beautiful glow. It smells faint. It's a very faint smell, but it smells good, amazing. This is the Whipped Argan Oil Body Butter. Vanilla Vibes is the scent that I get. It's so good. I'm a vanilla girly, so anything vanilla for the most part I like. I'm not a huge warm vanilla girly, but I am a vanilla girly. Then I have CeraVe Daily Moisturizing Lotion. I love this stuff. Now, this one is normal to dry skin. Normally, I get like normal to oily skin, but they never have that in the travel size. And it works out for the normal to dry because I most likely get sunburn on my face. And so it works out. So I just use this. And it's great. I use that every night and in the mornings for moisturized face. I have this Bath & Body Works Cocoa Paradise Shower Gel. I normally just get kind of whatever. This is one that I had that I felt like would be good for summer. It smells so good. It's coconutty, and I feel like coconut is like such a good scent for summer and beachy vibes. So I had that. And then I always like to double cleanse my body, and my favorite is Dr. Bronner's soap. This is the Dr. Bronner's Lavender Cast Iron soap. Normally I get the almond one, but this is like one of the only ones they had in travel size, and I think what I can do is just reuse this little bottle, because the cap can actually be removed, and I'll just put the one that I already have inside here to refill it. Then I always shop at Sephora for a lot of my makeup, so lots of times you can get free samples, and the free samples come with shampoo and conditioner, and I had used one of the ones I already had, but this is the one that I had left, the Olaplex, so I keep these and I use them for travel, and it's the best. It really, really saves you whatever. And normally I don't wash my hair every day. I wash my hair like twice a week or whatever, and so those are perfect. Then I have my EOS lotion Vanilla Cashmere. This is my favorite lotion. Favorite lotion. This obviously I got from Target, and it smells so good. That's what I mix with my other lotions. It's just 10 out of 10 smell. It's so good, and it's so hydrating and so moisturizing. Do not sleep on EOS body lotions. There's so many good scents still. For face wash, I got the La Roche-Posay Purifying Foaming Cleanser, and this one's almost out. I've used it for a couple of my travels, and I just used a little bit to wash my makeup off, and it's great. I like it, so I use it. I have a Sun Balm face lotion, SPF 30. This lotion came in handy. This is a good lotion to have for your face. I use face lotion, face sunscreen lotion every single day, especially multiple times when I'm at the beach, especially in Florida. The Florida sun hits differently, so I always reapply lots of sunscreen. And then I brought my body spray sunscreen. I had used that all, and I used SPF 15 in the Florida sun because that's more than enough for me in Florida. I love the UVs. I know it's not good for you, but I love to get tan. It's a thing. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I got a golden bronze, and I love it. I love being bronzed. So I used to use tanning beds. I act like I used to, like it was so long ago. I have been known to use tanning beds before. I had stopped. I did use them like earlier this year, like in preparation for the springtime, so I can go outside and just tan. But yeah, I don't recommend tanning beds. I know they're not good for you, but I do and have used them. I also brought my Laneige lip balm. This is more like a lip treatment. It's literally gone basically. there's like nothing left. As you can see, I've used this whole tub essentially as like little scrapes left. I brought this and I love using this before bed or in the morning. It really hydrates your lips. It's actually called a lip sleeping mask, but you don't need to use it just for sleeping. I love this stuff. This one was in the scent. What does it say? I'm not sure what this one is, but I do have the vanilla one too, and I love the vanilla one. Oh, this one's in mango. This one was mango, but I've tried so many of them. These are amazing. You can sometimes find these at like Marshall's or a TJ Maxx. You can find them at places like that too. Brand new, a lot cheaper. So, fun fact, if you like those or want to try it out for the first time. And then last but not least, I have my trusty dusty Travelo. If you've never seen or heard of a Travelo, basically at the bottom there's like this little hole, and you take the top of your perfume or body mist, the spray part, and you pull that part off, and then you just get this and you put it on top, and you basically like pump this into the perfume bottle or body mist, and it fills up, and you'll see this little lever. See how there's a little bit of perfume left in mine, and you fill it all the way up to the top, and then at the top there's a little spray nozzle, and then you can and here is YSL's Black Opium. It smells so good. It's very good for vacation because it's a scent that lots of people like, and it's like a versatile scent, and it just smells good. My Travelo is so old. I got this when like Juicy Star 07 was pop lock and drop, and she wasn't doing that, but she was like the biggest YouTuber. And same with oh gosh, what's her name? Oh my goodness, why is it stumping? It's on the tip of my tongue. It's not her sister Elle, it's another girl. And the reason why I found the other girl, Bethany Moda, the reason why I found Bethany Moda was because of Juicy Star 07, because she shouted Bethany Moda out. I don't know if they were like family, friends, or cousins or what, but she shouted her out, or she just was a YouTube friend, shouted her out, and I was obsessed with her. And one of the girls did like a review or something on these, and I bought it. I was like a kid, and I bought it, and I've had it ever since, and mine's like literally rusty dusty, and I think it leaks. Like, I swear it leaks. I'm not gonna lie, I think it leaks, but I still use it, and I love it. I don't know if they make them. Do they make those still? Because it's the best invention ever. I'm not kidding. Like, it is the best invention. Shout out to Travelo. Also, what else I bring for vacation is these little facial towels. This is by a random brand, but I love having these. I'm not gonna open them fully, but they're little towelettes, and these, it says why Dora Honey, that's the brand of these. Why Dora Honey towels instead of traditional facial towels. Dora Honey towels are real hygienic and bacteria free. Dora Honey towels are using 100% plant-based fiber and skin friendly. Dora Honey towels are easy to use and convenient to take when traveling. They're extra large, 12 by 12 inch. They're huge. Like, you can use these twice. At least I do. You can cut them. They're huge. You really don't need the whole thing. They are skin friendly, super soft, and plant fiber. They are amazing in my opinion if you have sensitive or acne prone skin, which I do. I love using those or bringing those because I am it's weird, like I'm a little bit skeeved out by hotel towels, and I know they get cleaned, but I'm like, how well do they get cleaned? Like, do we actually know they're legitimately clean? don't actually remember if I finished the statement of those facial towels, but yeah. There's something else that I was gonna tell you guys, and why am I blinking now? Oh my gosh, I forgot. It was so good, I think, or was it not good because I don't remember it? My camera's gonna die. My camera's gonna die, so it's kind of cutting us short. So,